Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So first things first, I have to talk about this and mention this now and get it out of the way before I do start this tarot reading, and then I will explain some more about the tarot reading itself in general. So first things first, I do apologize because I was supposed to have this video done and posted weeks ago. I haven't posted it in a while. I apologize for that. One thing that's new, if you guys have noticed, my walls are blue. And so pretty much the past couple of weeks I've been having to take everything off my walls because to have my walls been painted, move all the furniture out of my room to have my floor be done. So all that's done, my life has been pretty chaotic for right now. I'm trying to slowly get back into the things of doing things, and I wanted to go ahead and upload this video now, which is another thing that I'd like to mention. Any and all types of videos that I do and that I make, especially like around right now, like I don't wait to post these videos. As soon as I get done making them, I post them straight to YouTube. Also, I apologize if you hear any background noises. And then another thing I wanted to mention, I'm not including any music in any of my other videos for now on until I can find a good music source where I won't get copyrighted or won't have any legal issues with any of that. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. Okay, so today's pick a card tarot reading is what are my spiritual gifts. So I have to mention, so this is pretty much just the activation for your spiritual gifts, so anything can really pop up. I probably will pick up on either one or two spiritual gifts that you may or may not have, but keep in mind this is just a general reading. Use your own intuition to figure out how things are and how it is going. Okay, and yeah, actually I'll be right back. I apologize, I was supposed to have a water bottle right here because I get thirsty while talking, so I'll be right back. It'll literally take like 3 seconds. Oh my god, I can't believe I actually forgot to give myself something to drink. This is why I am so slow. Okay, I'm so sorry. I apologize about that. Okay, so right ahead of me, I have 3 tarot decks, okay? I have the Secret Tarot deck, okay? The Modern Witch Tarot deck, and the Rider Tarot deck, okay? So this is group 1, this is group 2, and this is group 3, okay? So I'm just going to... Oh, there you go. So I'm just going to let you look at the decks for a little bit and then let you use your own intuition. Also, I apologize, my dog is scratching at the door, but no, it probably still mean, but I don't want my dogs in my room right now. So yeah, so use your own intuition. Whatever deck is calling to you the most, that is the deck for you. Okay. All right, now let's get started. So group number 1. All right. What is y'all spiritual gifts? Okay, what's happening? So here we have the 8 of Swords reversed. We have the Lovers. We have the 3 of Swords. We have Wheel of Fortune. We have the 3 of Cups. We have the Devil. We have the 5 of Pentacles. And we have the 6 of Pentacles. Now, with my own tarot deck that I have, we have Tree of Times. We have We Are Soulmates. We have the Third Eye. With the Romance Angels card deck, we have Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. We have Flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. I'm gonna put this card over here. And then we have Heart-to-Heart Conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. Okay, so I'll explain them next. So right off the bat, even when I was channeling, I feel like you guys are, this probably sounds really weird, I feel like you guys are shapeshifters, kind of like chameleons, if that makes sense. And what I mean by that is that you have the ability to shapeshift. And it honestly feels like you have the ability to shapeshift abundance, conversations, even manifestations, because it honestly looks like here that there's such a need right here, because these three cards right here, which is really weird because I wasn't expecting to have these cards go like this because the soulmate card is here. We also have the lovers and then the devil, and it's pretty weird because these two cards right here both have depictions of two people looking directly into each other. So for me, I feel like that it's either one of two different things, and like I said, this is just a general reading, so keep this in mind. So one of the activations for this is that one of your soulmates, and I say one because we have multiple soulmates in our lifetime. You can choose to be with your soulmate your entire life if you want to or not. That's just, it's up to you. And it honestly feels like one of your soulmates is going to be coming into your life to better help kickstart your activation. You have blockages surrounding your third eye, which means to me that you're not really trusting your intuition and knowing your own power. But despite this, it's like you kind of have this deep knowing and feeling that you are able to manifest a whole bunch of things. You are able to get yourself out of sticky situations. You're able to free yourself from toxic situations too, also, because you have the Eight of Swords here reversed and you have the Devil here. So to me, this talks about freeing yourself from toxicity that's surrounding other people, because the Three of Cups in general really talks about celebrations and parties, but could also represent third-party situations, which I'm not going to get into all that. If you want me to explain about it, let me know in the comments down below and I can do my best. Okay. But I honestly feel like here that because you have this deep understanding and knowing of when to get yourself out of sticky situations, it's kind of like you hear like a ding in your head when something is wrong and something's off. Trust that intuition and trust your own capabilities more, okay? Oh, so I feel like for some of you, you might be, I think the term is clairaudience, I think. And that's pretty much when you're able to pick up on other people's emotions and energies. You know how when people are like, read the room? Well, you could actually literally read the room. You can feel other people's energies. And I feel like because you can feel other people's energies, this is why you're able to know when people are bad or not good for you. And there's a sense that it helps prevent you from getting yourself into sticky situations. It helps prevent you from getting yourself more hurt than you already are in life. That probably sounds mean, I'm sorry. Which is like you're able to free yourself from these toxic situations here. And so the better way how to help you kickstart this is not only with the soulmate that you have that's coming around into your life, to better help you understand general ideas of love and how love is supposed to be, but also knowing that we as human beings also have a tendency to be toxic in ways and forms. Everybody is toxic. It would be dumb to sit here and say that I'm not toxic, because even now and every then I have my own toxic moments, and even now I'm still learning how to get over through my own toxicities. And the interesting thing here to me is that once you have the soulmate coming in, you will understand like there's a good side and there's a bad side to everybody. So like I said earlier, trust your energy and your own intuition and use your mind and your power for the greater good of life. Period. No, I'm getting thirsty, so I apologize. This is why I wanted to have a water bottle by my side. Water's really good. And I think the interesting thing here is that when you are more, I want to say more kind, when you are more kind, caring, and giving to each other, when you feel that lighthearted energy radiate and extend off of yourself and go towards others. Because especially with the flirt card here, which if you read here, it says extend your lighthearted energy to others. You need to do that more. You need to be open to be giving and receiving, because what goes around comes around. So when you do more good deeds, the energy that is there is forever abundant. And what I mean by that is that it'll continue to come around. Whatever good deeds that you have done will come back to you in some type of way or form. So let's say, for example, because you have the you have the heart-to-heart conversation card here. And it says here, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So whenever you have a friend that's upset, or when there's somebody that needs you, you tend to be there for people. It's kind of like, this is weird because I was picking up on this earlier, but I didn't know how true it was gonna be, and now I'm seeing the cards and I feel the energy for it, girl. It's there. You have such a way with words that you know how to, it's kind of like you know how to like help heal somebody. Like, I don't want to say like completely, but it's like you know how to help them be like, oh, well, your heart may be broken, but you can put the pieces back together and it'll heal itself. So that's kind of what I mean. It's like you know how to help pick up other people in a sense. And Here with the Tree of Times, it's saying that it'll probably take you a while. Okay, I thought I had to burp. I'm sorry. It'll probably take you a while here with the Tree of Times to. Ooh, there's the burp. I felt it coming, y'all. I'm so sorry. I apologize. So with the Tree of Times being right here, to me, Tree of Times talks about allowing yourself to grow and nurture like a tree. When we consider ourselves to be a tree, we have fruits that we can bear, that we can give to other people. I feel like for a lot of you, you are very kind-hearted, loving, giving people. Like you always try to, especially with the heart-to-heart conversation here, you always try to be there for people when they're upset, which is really good. But at the same time, keep in mind that you also need to focus on yourself at times. So don't overdo it, because you run your energy and your battery low, and that's something that you don't need to do. But here with the Five of Pentacles being reversed, being below the Three of Swords, it's I want to say this is kind of like a blockage. I feel the energy of you being guarded in a sense. And I don't know if it's between this soulmate that's coming in. For some of you, it could be someone that you've dealt with in the past that's caused you to like go through this transition, and then as a result you don't want to deal with this anymore. But for others, I feel like this talks about, it could also represent financial matters, but to me the Five of Pentacles reversed has kind of always been that you were coming out of a hard time. And when you are coming out of a hard time, this talks about inner love, inner work, inner shadow work. If you don't know what shadow work is, go and look it up. Pretty much the best way how to describe it is that you digging deeper towards yourself to find the bits and pieces of yourself that you don't like, so you can better understand why you feel that way about yourself and how you can better not feel that way anymore. If that makes sense. Also, this is another thing that I'm picking up, because I did say that y'all were manifestors. I feel like you'll have like a magnet on your head and on your heart. Like, you know, it's like you know the right words to say when somebody's upset, and you know how to think logically to the point where you can avoid dealing with toxic situations or people. Especially if you've had somebody around you recently that's like been treating you dirty, and you're like, no, I'm not dealing with that anymore. It's because you feel the energy and you see the toxicity, and you don't want to be around that anymore. And that's 100% okay. You don't have to stick around and be around toxic people, because, well, in general, when we realize our toxicities, we can change ourselves for the better, like period. Okay, so I'm going to, actually, I'll just leave this here. So I'm going to get into the overall energies, okay? So here we have the Two of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, Four of Wands, and the Emperor. Okay. Here we also have I Was Wrong, Hands of Fate, and Beehives. Also, we have Open Your Heart reversed. Things will get better. Girl, I trust y'all intuition. Like, period. I don't know how to get that point across. Like, trust your intuition. Don't be scared of your own capabilities, okay? Also, sorry if I like stumble over my words. I'm just like, it's just how I am, okay? Here we have Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. It says worth waiting for divine timings at work in your love life. Yeah, look, finances and career financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. I'm gonna put this card over here. And then we have Deception. Someone's wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So I feel like here, especially with the worth waiting for, is that it's taking a while for your spiritual gifts to completely manifest. To me, in a sense, we have many different spiritual gifts, so I'm being honest. I don't know everything about your life. I don't know, like, what's going on. Only you do. And I feel like this thing worth waiting for is that if you want to get more in touch with spirituality, with your spiritual side, with your spiritual gifts, because this stuff actually does, like, exist. They have people that are clairvoyant. They have people that can read people's minds. Like, it's pretty interesting and crazy to believe and to think about that things like that actually exist in our own world, that many people would just blow it off as like a hoax, or things that in general that was just like, you know, like, I don't believe in that. And I think it's pretty interesting here because I feel like you might have some angel guides that are like around you, because if you look here, these are depictions of angels, and this one angel right here has their wings sprouting. Okay, okay. So I feel like worth waiting for is that if you're willing to do the inner work, the inner shadow work, to get over fears of who you are and who you're supposed to be in this lifetime, when you start trusting your own capabilities and start trusting your own intuition, this is sort of when your spiritual gifts will unlock more, in a sense. Okay, and I'm not saying that you have to unlock your spiritual gifts. I'm not saying that at all. So if you don't want to like read people's energy or feel their mood, and I kind of want to say all the time, but kind of in a sense, when you do start learning how to unlock your spiritual gifts, you kind of will accidentally at times draw in other people's energy, because that's what I used to do. But now, since I'm kind of like a spiritual magnet, I'm able to just, oh, you know, turn it off. I don't want to feel their energy, you know, period. But and I feel like here with engagement, when it says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, I feel like this, well, for could mean one of two things. For one, it could also talk about love, because we did have the soulmate card pop up. For two, it could also talk about how higher levels of commitment is needed to be taken. So, for example, if you want to get more in touch with your spiritual side, you have to put the inner work towards it. Divine timing is at work with all things that we do, whether or not you believe that. So here are financial issues. You may be having like problems with the money, which is weird because I did mention that earlier. So this could be like for some of y'all out there that are like, yep, that's me. Yeah, spirit sees y'all, but this is all gonna change. And then here with deception, because I did say there was somebody around you that was like treating you wrong, or maybe did you wrong in the past, and as a sense, this is why you have like your guard up, in a sense. Just know that this person is acting out of their own selfish, I kind of like say like guilt, and not really feeling comfortable with who they are. So I wouldn't say like don't worry so much about it and just keep focusing on yourself. So here we have I was wrong at Hands of Fate. So to me, especially because it just came on top of the We Are Soulmates card and it's all below from here, I feel like if you wanted this person to come back into your life, you can very well manifest them to come back into your life. You can very well help them understand that they had messed up, that they need to accept what they did was wrong. And I kind of want to say that both of you need to move on, in a sense, because whatever happened in the past is in the past. I'm not saying whatever they did to you is, and how you feel is invalid, because that's doesn't, you can't help the way how you feel. And trust me when I say that, your feelings are valid and you can't help the way how you feel, period. No ands, ifs, or buts about it, okay? And I feel with the Hands of Fate, I've said that your luck is going to be changing here. Okay, so here with beehives, this says to think as if you were a collective. And I think this is interesting because you might, some of you might have, I don't know what this is called. It's kind of like you might have the ability to read people, kind of like getting inside their head, if that makes sense. You might even be able to hear their thoughts. So I'm pretty sure that's like clairaudience, clairvoyance. Because I'm being honest, I don't really know the difference between the two. I think clairaudience is like when you do something bigger, or like when you go out somewhere and you feel all their energies or whatever. But yeah, so we have open your heart reverse. So this is saying that if you want your spiritual gifts to unlock, you need to be more in tune with your heart space and your heart chakra. Because when you come from a place of love, this is when your spiritual gift and your spirituality will kind of be like, it'll be going berserk. That's probably like the best way how to describe it. So when you come from a place of love, your spiritual gifts are better, more activated for you. So with the Two of Cups and the Knight of Cups here, this is saying that deep levels of bond of love and friendship. And I think this is interesting because it also says peace of mind right here. So if you've been like in your head about a situation or a person, this is saying that you need to have more confidence in your life. But I am being honest. The one thing I do see here with the Nine of Pentacles is that you are going to have the clarity and the peace of mind that you seek. And I think that's pretty interesting because we have two cards that talk about peace of mind, the Two of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So I think that's pretty awesome. So if you've been having a lot of things on your mind, girl, your mind's going to be clear, okay? And with the Four of Cups, I feel like your spiritual gift has kind of like poked itself out in a bit, but you're kind of like, I don't really believe in that, so I'm just going to ignore it. And I feel like Spirit is trying to say, like, open your eyes, because if you want to be better, more in tune, if you want to be the best version of yourself possible, you need to be more in tune with who you are and your spirit and your soul and your spiritual guides, in a sense. So here with the Four of Wands and the Emperor, I feel like somebody's been watching you from afar. It could definitely be your soulmate here with the We Are Soulmates card, but there's something here about having a happy home and feeling very nostalgic here with this card. And the Emperor talks about stability and realizing your own power and knowing your own capabilities. So to me, because this is right below the Knight of Cups, this talks about that you don't feel like you are powerful enough to manifest all the things that you want out of life. And Spirit is saying that, girl, also, if you're a guy watching this, I'm sorry, but I like to just say the word girl, because, like, pop in. Anyway, this is saying that you have what it takes. Believe in yourself. Okay? Believe in yourself. Know your capabilities, because you are I'm trying to think of what I said earlier. You are a master manifester. Some of you out there, you can read people's minds, clairaudience, clairvoyance, whatever you want to call it. You can trust your intuition. You can get yourself out of sticky situations that no longer sit you. You can feel and read other people's energy. And I think that this is pretty interesting and pretty cool. And just know that things will get better. And trust your intuition, because this is what will help guide you over time. Okay? Okay, y'all? So, okay, pile one, that is all that I'm picking up on. I hope you enjoyed this tarot reading. If you feel called to, leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe, okay? And if you're feeling generous, maybe even send me something, okay? Okay. I'll leave my PayPal down in the description. It's very greatly appreciated, okay? I hope this tarot reading helped. I hope this helped activate your spiritual gifts and what is happening in your life, okay? Okay. So pile two, I'm pretty sure it was this that was pile two. Yeah, this is pile two, okay. Sorry, y'all. So if you chose the Modern Witch Tarot deck, okay, this is your spiritual, these are your spiritual gifts, okay? The spiritual gifts and the activation. So we have the Emperor. Yeah, the Emperor reversed. I thought it was Emperor, so I had to double check. We have the Two of Wands. We have Death. We have Eight of Cups. We have Temperance reversed. The High Priestess reversed. Nine of Pentacles. And the Five of Swords, okay? Right off the bat, I feel like you guys are very good with things that are like, very good with things that are hands-on. And when I mean that, it can mean anything from like hands-on experience. Some of y'all might even have like a garden that you tend to and you take care of. And I feel like one of your spiritual gifts, honestly, it feels like you might be like a healer. And something here about something about having like a green thumb. So if you have like a garden, and let's just say for example, if you have a garden, okay, and you're able to bring a plant back from the dead, that is a clear sign that you are a healer, okay? Because I had plants that have died before, and I was able to literally bring them back from the dead. So to me, when I say that you guys are healers, you guys have the capability to heal people, to better help them love and better help them understand who they are and who they're supposed to be in this lifetime, okay? But I feel like this often comes at the expense, my bad, I can't English, at the expense of yourself. And one of the reasons why I say this is because I feel like you have a tendency to overgive, in a sense. And because of this tendency to overgive, it's like you're kind of like ignoring your higher self, and your higher self is like, no, I want to go out and I want to go and help people. So for some of y'all might even want to be like nurses or doctors. I don't know why I just picked up on that, but there's something here about helping people. Like, helping people makes y'all smile, okay? Which, I mean, I understand that because I used to want to help people. I used to want to be a nurse back then. I actually come from a family of nurses. And because I read tarot, which is another reason why I do this, because I feel like I could actually help people through tarot readings. And essentially, as I get better with it over time, I actually have. And it's crazy when people tell me that my reading actually helped them out in life. And I'm like, okay. But yeah, so 1 minute, please. I'm sorry, I'm thirsty. I be getting really thirsty during these tarot readings because I talk and talk and talk and I run my mouth and I just don't know when to stop. Okay. So yeah, so where was it? Oh yeah, so yeah, so I feel like you guys are healers. I don't know why, but I just heard like spiritual healers. So you might even be able to like see the souls of other people. And what I mean by that is that you can like physically feel their soul. You can see their blockages surrounding their heart space. This probably sounds very weird, but for very specifically, I don't know why, but it's like you can kind of see like orbs surrounding people and even like around them and in their body. And that this feels very weird. I'm sorry. And what I mean by that is that like it's like you have this ability to, it's like you know when something is wrong with somebody. You can feel it in your gut. It's weird. It's like you just know. I don't know the best way to describe this. Like, if this is you, let me know. Let me know, because I'm interested. I want to learn more, okay? But yeah, but I feel like this pal, I'm gonna call this pal my little witchy spiritual healers, okay? Because that's honestly what I feel like y'all are, okay? So, the activation for this. Oh, I'm sorry, I just burped. I apologize. But yeah, so pile 2, the spiritual activation to better help you with your healing capabilities. Well, for one is to don't overdo and overgive yourself. You can only give to people, so I'll literally just swipe that card away. It's like Spirit wanted me to point this out, so they were like, I'm gonna make them do that anyway, sorry. But it's like you have this tendency to overgive to people, and as a result, you kind of don't know when to like draw the line, and your higher self is popping out to say that you don't have a healthy balance of equal give and take. It's like you give so much to other people to the point where you don't know how to give to it yourself. And as a result, and being a healer, being there for people and loving them and trying to help them out in life, you can only do that so much to the point where you burn yourself out. And to me, I feel like this is saying that you need to give some of that energy towards yourself, because you need to have a healthy balance, a healthy equal give and take, okay? To me, this is also symbolic of an angel. So for some of you out there that believe in angels, you might have an angel guide, and they could be popping out to say that they love you, okay? They love you. And if you're an empath, one of the archangels that you can call upon to help you is Archangel Michael. I'm an empath. I love him. I pray to him. I kind of want to say almost every day, not every day, because I get lazy sometimes. I'm sorry. But he's really good for empaths and for healers. So that's something that you might want to look into if you feel called to, okay? But yeah, but I really feel like because you are a healer, you need to not only help heal other people when you can, but you also need to heal yourself too. And this is the main issue that you have with your spiritual gift. Because I feel like you guys know that you can be there for other people and that you can love and help them. But it's like you have a tendency to overgive. And as a result, when you run your battery low, you're not in your highest power, okay? The Emperor Reverse talks about not standing in your power position, not knowing that you have what it takes to to get out there, to help people out there in the world. And I think this is very interesting because you have the 2 of Wands here, and it's like you might for some of y'all, like you might have like a lot of people up in your phone. You might have like a lot of friends. You might try to be there for a lot of people, because this woman right here is holding the phone in her hands. And to me, 2 of Wands talks about in general trying to look onward towards the future, but not knowing what's going on and where it's going to lead to. And I think it's pretty interesting because you have the 2 of Wands looking directly at the Emperor reverse. So to me, this is saying that you don't know if you'll ever be able to get out of this energy of like overdoing and overrunning yourself, okay? And Spirit is trying to say that you need to stand up in your own power position, that for one, you can't always be there for people. Because if you're always there for people, who is going to be there for you? Now, I'm not saying that you have friends around in your life that aren't going to help you. I'm not trying to say that at all. What I'm trying to say is that there are people in your life who will pretend to be your friends. It's like you'll help them out, you'll love them, they'll talk to you every once in a while, pretend to be your friend or whatever, and then they go and leave. I've had it happen to me lots of times. I hate it, it sucks. And I'm just saying this because I feel like this is a warning from Spirit to not overgive yourself. Well, this is another issue. Because you are an empath, you can at times run into narcissists, run into people who are extremely toxic, who refuse to see their toxicities, who refuse to do the inner work and the shadow work. It's kind of like they want people to sit there and, I don't want to say gaslight them, because I feel like that's the wrong word. I feel like the word I'm trying to look for is trying to help bring them up. It's kind of like put them on a pedestal, in a sense. And I feel like Spirit is mentioning this to me because they want you to avoid this so that you don't stray away from your path, if that makes sense. And the Spirit is saying that in order to better help activate your spiritual gifts more, to not only heal others and heal yourself, you need to have a death of some kind. The death card here talks about transitions. It talks about letting go of things that no longer serve you, to make room for things that are new to come into your life. And I feel like for me, for some of y'all out there, I feel like this is talking about death of ego, okay? Ego is one of the things that we build up ourselves. It's like our inner shell is what I like to call ego, because it's something that's deep inside of us, and then when it pokes out, it's there to protect us. And I feel like you need to have this death of this ego for constantly trying. It's like you're constantly trying to be the superhero in everybody's life, which is like theoretically impossible because you can't be there for people all the time. And I know that sucks, and it sucks because you want to help out people. I understand it. I'm the same way too. Also, I apologize for laughing because sometimes I just think it's funny because I'm like, wow, this is like, I understand where y'all are coming from, because I've learned the lesson. So I'm just trying to like help y'all not make the same mistakes that I made, in a sense. So when you have this death of this ego, you'll be ready to move on and forward into your life and find things that will better help suit and fulfill you. The 8 of Cups here talks about moving onwards in your life and in your journey to find the missing cups from your life, okay? And from here, we have the 9 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords. And I think it's interesting because these cards are both looking at each other. So the 9 of Pentacles talks about clarity and wisdom, standing in your power and knowing your own position. So at times when you do help people, you'll feel very kind of loving and energetic. But at the same time, you'll also, in a sense, kind of feel left out. Like these people that you helped just walk away and leave you empty-handed, leaving you there with the missing pieces. And I feel like this is saying that, because we have the deception card right here, that this probably sounds mean, but don't help out people that are going to deceive you, okay? Only help out those that are worthy of your help, okay? So what I mean by this is, like, when one of your friends asks you for advice and you know they're not going to listen to it, don't even bother giving them their advice, because they're going to do what they want to do, period. So instead of wasting your breath, your time, and your energy, just focus on yourself, okay? Also, this is very interesting. I didn't notice this, but with the Death card here, there's the rising of the sun right here in the corner. Okay, so just saying that when the death of ego comes and happens, a new, I want to say new emotional beginning will happen for you. Okay, so the reason why that you can't see this is because you can't see things clearly, okay? You're not looking at the bigger picture. I feel like you need to like aspire to be an eagle, to see things from a bird's eye view and get a better perspective of how things are and how they're, I kind of want to say how they're supposed to be in a sense. And here we have open your heart. So like you said, you like to help people out a lot. And with the open your heart card, to me, this talks about how you need to open up your heart space and your heart chakra. And not only that, but you have blockages surrounding your heart chakra and your third eye chakra, because we also have open your eyes here reverse. So you're not clear, it's like you're not seeing the bigger picture here. Which is interesting because you have see clearly and open your eyes. So spirit really wants you to activate your third eye. And when you do this, there actually are affirmations that you can use to better help open your third eye. I might make videos on that later if you guys want me to, but I'm not gonna get into the detail because I'll be here forever. And yeah. So I feel like for some of y'all, you're trying to manifest some type of love because it says true love here. And true love can come in many different forms. It's not only talks about romantically. To me, it can also mean platonically, because you do have friends that are out there in your life that truly do love you for who you are. You have friends out there in your life who are worthy of your time and your love and your energy. And it's up to you to see the deceivers, acknowledge them, step away from them, heal yourself, and acknowledge who your true friends are and love and help heal them when you can. Because you're very if you don't believe this, girl, I will hop through this phone and fight you myself. You guys are very attractive people, okay? And because since you have a very loving, healing energy, you do attract people that are, I want to say, this kind of sounds mean, but they kind of are like broken or hurt. And as a sense, you could be better, you could be manifesting, like, not unintentionally, I was going to say intentionally, unintentionally, you could be manifesting these people into your life because, opposites attract. Healers attract people that need to be healed. They can also attract, narcissists, people who don't want to listen to your advice, and etc., etc. So, as a spiritual healer, which is what I want to call y'all, as healers, as spiritual healers, you need to know that you can only give yourself so much to the point where it's going to break you down. So what I'm trying to say by that is, like, you need to find a healthy balance between helping all those that you can that are worthy of it and living yourself. Do the two, and I kind of want to say your life will be like set. So here, going into the overall energies, we have the Seven of Cups reversed, okay? We have Judgment reversed, King of Cups reversed, Six of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles, okay? Here we have Use Your Magic, I'm Trying to Improve, Storms, and New Beginnings, okay? Here we have Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, okay? Here we have Getting to Know Each Other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens, okay? This is talking about friendships. If you were trying to manifest love, could also be that too. And here we have New Love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings, okay? So for me, when talking about new love, it could also be for friendships too, to keep in mind, as healers, you're going to attract a lot of people that are there. I'm so sorry about that. I probably sounds mean, but I don't want my dogs in my room. Like, I just don't, because they've been sleeping in my room for a while, and it's time for me to have the bed to myself, period. Anyway, I'm gonna continue. I'm sorry. And if the dog keeps whining, I'm sorry. I don't want to, like, open my door and yell at them because it'll make me feel bad. Plus, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning and everybody's gonna be like, why are you yelling? Anyway, so because you guys are spiritual healers, you're going to be attracting a lot of people that are very attracted towards you because you have this radiating burst of pure light and love that comes from you. You're very playful people. You love to have fun, and you love to attract. I kind of say they'll kind of like to have like a little wild time every now and then. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, okay? and getting to know each other. Don't be afraid to be intimate towards your true friends in a sense, because you'll know when the moment is right, when the time is right. So with these cards here, with the Seven of Cups reversed, Judgment reversed, and the King of Cups reversed, I'm being honest, some of y'all might resonate more with divine masculine than divine feminine energy. It is what it is. Only you know, only you can tell. But this is saying here that faults of judgment and error, along with having all these different options. And I feel like options here talks about friendships, connections, people in general. It's like this is what's getting in the way of you being I want to say like a full, I kind of want to say like a full healer. I want to say more like an authentic type of healer, if that makes sense, okay? Because there's a lot of like love and friendship and generosity that you can give off. You can heal a lot of people if you choose to. But with this power comes feeling left out in a sense. But despite this, you still are going to be radiating and manifesting a whole bunch of abundance in your life. Please believe that. Please know that, okay? Because y'all are healers. And y'all are constant. I feel like for some of y'all there, y'all are constantly trying to improve. And there's nothing wrong with improvements, okay? Use your magics, because y'all are magicians. And y'all can do anything when you truly set your mind to it. Y'all have been coming out of a hard time, storms here. Because please know that a new beginning is coming, not just emotionally, but also abundantly as well. Because you guys are spiritual healers. You guys are healers. Y'all attract a lot of people. Some of y'all might even be a little famous. Okay. Like y'all know your capabilities. And also for some of you, if you might feel called to start a garden, okay? Start a garden, because it's beautiful, okay? But anyway, pile 2, if you feel called to, leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe, okay? If this resonated, let me know, okay? And if you're feeling kind and generous, maybe even like send me something on my PayPal, okay? Okay, y'all. But alright, pile 2, I will see y'all in the next video. Okay. Hello, pile 3. How's it going? Okay. So what are y'all spiritual gifts? Okay. So here we have the World, Page of Cups. Okay. We have Death. We have Queen of Swords reversed. We have the Emperor, the Seven of Cups reversed, King of Wands, and the Empress. There's something here with, it's either one of two different things, because for one of the things I'm picking up on fire. So you might actually be fire signs, so that you could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. You don't have to be, but this could also mean that you guys are also very passionate, okay? And being very passionate, it's like, I'm sorry in this moment, but I just heard that when you put your mind to anything, you can accomplish it. So I feel like what your spiritual gift is, or which one of your spiritual gifts is that you are master manifestors, okay? Y'all are master manifestors, okay? Y'all radiate a whole bunch of good, and honestly it feels like abundance. It's like you know your worth. You know how to get things done, in a sense. You know how to be, I also say be there for people, because the Page of Cups here is all about letters and messages, and here with the water. But I don't know why, but y'all have a very strong connection towards fire and water, okay? Elementist, okay? Elementist, I see y'all. It's probably not a real word, probably is, I don't know. What else? We have ghostly presence, so y'all spiritual guys are popping out, and they're saying hi. I apologize, give me a minute, because I'm trying to read the energy of the cards, and I feel like there's I kind of say there's a lot here, but I don't know where to start, and I'm not sure what to talk about first. But one thing is here for certain. You have a very strong connection towards water and fire. And to me, I feel like this means that you can, it's kind of like you can cleanse yourself. You can cleanse yourself with water. You can cleanse yourself with a fire. Now, I'm not saying go and light yourself on fire. No, I'm saying like when you write down, this is just example, you can do inner shadow work and you can write down emotions and things that you hate about yourself. When you burn the paper, that's a form of cleansing. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm like getting into, and one of my spiritual guides is here, and I'm like, what is it? Continue talking to me, please. Aside from cleansing, what else is here? Oh, okay. I think I see what's going on here. So this is probably why that it was taking me so hard to figure out what other spiritual gifts did you have. But y'all have, I don't know what it's called. I don't know what kind of gift this is called, but it's like you have the gift of activations, okay? It's like you know how to activate things within other people, which is probably why you feel so, it's probably why I was picking up on the energy of the King of Wands and the fire and the water, because you not only know how to activate other people and their spiritual gifts, but you also know how to help cleanse them too. And that's pretty cool, because I've never heard of this. I don't know what this is called. If y'all know what this is called, please let me know, okay? I might do some research later today. But I think this is pretty awesome that y'all have this gift of cleansing somebody and helping them activate. Okay, but I feel like one of the issues here is that because of your spiritual gifts, that you might be looking all over the place with the Seven of Cups reversed. Normally, to me, the Seven of Cups reversed talks about knowing what you want, but for the way how the spread is going, is like you have so many different options that you're kind of being overwhelmed by this, okay? And like I said earlier, before this tarot reading got started, I'll probably pick up on one or two different spiritual gifts, and then the rest of the cards talks about, I'm trying to find a place to put this, sorry. The rest of the cards just talks about how to activate it. So because you have the gift of activation and cleansing, I feel like since you don't really know how to do this for yourself, you know how to do this for other people in a sense. But one thing is for certain here, you guys are radiated, you guys are abundant, you guys are stable, okay? You are stable, you are staying in your power. And if you're like, that's not me, girl, stop lying to yourself, okay? Because y'all are beautiful people. Y'all are beautiful. Y'all allow your emotions and your passions. Sorry, Albert. Y'all know how to let your emotions and your passions help guide you. I feel like for some of you might be very emotional people. So you could be anywhere from like a Leo, an Aries, a Sagittarius, a Scorpio, a Cancer, or a Pisces. So this is just some of the main signs that I'm picking up on. So you can even have some of those be in your charts anywhere. So it could be anywhere from sun, moon to rising. But one thing is for certain here, you have all these abundant gifts and powers that are radiating straight from your head. And to me, this talks about the connection from this world to the spiritual world, but as a sense, it's like you don't know how to activate this within your own self. And because you do have the gift of knowing how to activate other people's spiritual gifts, and I feel like you've been doing this unintentionally. For some of you, you're kind of like, well, yeah, some people have been telling me that I can help them realize things. It's time to turn that energy inwards into yourself, okay? For some of y'all, you might even be interested in becoming tarot readers. I don't know why I picked up on that. And one thing I have to say, go for it. Follow your dreams, okay? Because I love reading tarot, and it is one of the best things I've ever done in my whole life, in my whole spiritual journey, okay? Now, give me 1 second, please. Take a sip of water. I really do be getting thirsty during these tarot readings. Okay, but because you have this power of cleansing and activations between your passions, let your emotions guide you, whether it be the good emotions and the bad emotions. Emotions are emotions. And because we have a lot of water and some fire energy, water and fire are direct opposites of each other. Okay? You put them together, they put each other out. I think that's pretty interesting. Because y'all need to know that your spiritual gifts, it's straight from the divine, whatever you want to believe in. I was supposed to say whoever you want to believe in. Whatever you want to believe in, whether that be God, angels, divine, other divine beings, Greek gods, any of that. This is straight from from who you believe in, whether that you feel called to, whatever your spiritual guys are, whoever your deities are, okay? And because we have the soul of winds being here, this talks about the coming and going energy. And because of this, your spiritual gift is something that is activated when your emotions are running high, okay? So don't be afraid to be emotional in a sense, but I'm also saying this too because I feel like this is a warning, but don't allow your emotions to, like, it's not emotions I'm trying to say ego. Don't allow your ego to take control of your emotions, if that makes sense. Your ego, I was explaining this to Paul too earlier, your ego is what I like to call like your inner shell. It's there to protect you, but it also can be harmful for you. And like I said to Paul too, because I feel like this is what you guys also need to hear as well, that there needs to be a death of certain parts of your ego. Because since you have the power of activation and knowing how to cleanse other people, it's like you don't know how to do this within yourself. And I feel like one of the reasons why is because your own ego might be standing in the way of your own activations, okay? Because despite the fact that you have two depictions here of a king, of a warrior, of someone that knows what to do. Also, for some of you, the color red could be very, I'm wearing red right now. Color red could actually help you activate some of your spiritual gifts. So I'm just gonna like put this out there because it's something that I do. So sometimes I watch tarot readers on YouTube because like, guilty, hi, what can I do? And I remember she was saying how my spiritual gifts can be activated through wearing the color red. And I'm mentioning this towards y'all because red can also help you with your spiritual gifts as well, because pretty much all the cards I pulled have red in them. All of them do. And whether it be a small part or it's all over the place or it's very noticeable. So the color red is very predominant here. It might even be your favorite color because for me, red is like one of my top 2 favorite colors. I always love, I'm getting off topic, I'm sorry, but I love the darker shades of like blue and red because like they're just perfect to me. But anyway. But because of your spiritual gifts, you'll also, in a sense, need to know that it is okay to love. And because this card is reversed, I feel like to me this talks about that you need to know that it is okay to not only love, but to love yourself as a sense too. Because like I said, your emotions, your emotions get the better of you. It's like sometimes you allow your ego to take over. And as a sense, this is why that you may feel all over the place, because you feel overwhelmed with all of these options but not knowing what to do. You might feel like this person right here, which to me, this is very symbolic of a shadow and very like blank, if that makes sense, because you don't know what to do next and what to go from here. And I feel like Spirit is saying here is that you can, will, and know how to activate your spiritual gifts when you start accepting the fact that it's time to turn that energy that you've been, for some of you, either unknowingly or knowingly giving to others, and start turning the energy towards yourself, okay? So what I want y'all to do, I want y'all to work with the water, and I want y'all to work with fire more, okay? I'm not saying like go and burn the whole house down. For example, you can get things like, because this is Palo Santo, so you might feel called to grab spiritual things that can help cleanse, like Palo Santo, sage. If you're native, go for white sage. Keep those things in mind. okay? Because spiritual and closed practices are not for everybody, so I want to throw that out there. And because of your spiritual gifts, and you're allowing your ego to get in towards the way, when you do allow your ego to get into your way, you aren't coming from your true authentic self, okay? Y'all, boy, girl, I don't care who y'all are queens, y'all are kings, y'all are majesties, y'all are royalties, okay? And as such, you guys need to act as such too. No, I'm saying like all snobby, but I'm saying like the kinds that care for people and love for people, because y'all have a kingdom. Y'all are going to help out many people out in your life. You just haven't realized it yet, okay? And whether you believe it or not, you have a lot of spiritual guides that are around you that are helping you. You might even have deities that work with water or fire. And if you do, you can actually ask them to make themselves be known so that you can start working with them more. And here with honeymoon, it says enjoy the bliss of the moment. So to me, don't worry so much about your spiritual journey and the path that you are taking right now, because to me, this is I want to call this pile number 3, my emotional pile, my activators, okay? And as such, you need to not worry on how you're going to get there, but it's the journey that counts, if that makes sense. It's the things that you allow your love and your passions to get there. For some of y'all might have like a garden that y'all need to take care of, and if not, this can just mean how you need to take the energy in towards yourself. I'm sorry, I'm like getting distracted because my dog is whining, and I'm like, please be quiet so I can think. That sounds mean, but I feel like y'all have like an inner garden towards yourself that needs to be taken care of, which is like this depiction right here where this lady is around this dark barren land. She needs to take care of it, okay? And here we have reconciliation. So to me, I feel like this is mostly talks about your spirit guides. So spirit guides can also be people from your past life that you never that you don't know in this lifetime, but you can and will know throughout this lifetime if you choose to. Because as it says, there's this person here holding on deeply to this person here. So I feel like that your spirit guides are really trying to make themselves be known because they want to help you out. They see your power and your potential, and they want to better help you understand who you are and who you're supposed to be. Because I feel like, in a sense, that you don't really know yourself. You can sit there and try to lie all you want, but Spirit is saying, I feel like y'all don't know yourselves completely. And it's time to discover who you truly are and who you truly are meant to be in your lifetime. If you know anything about astrology, and if you know your birth chart, look up your North Node, because that can help activate your spiritual path and your journey and who you are and where you're supposed to be. So here with trust, the situation is calling for you to have trust. Trust in divine and fate, and trust your spiritual guides too, because they're going to help you out in life, okay? I apologize for the dog whining. I feel bad, but I want to have my bed all to myself. Here you have the 10 of Wands, Ace of Cups, 6 of Wands, 10 of Swords, 6 of Swords, and 2 of Wands. Okay. My God, I never heard my dog whine like that before. Here we have make the effort, okay? Attraction, worth waiting for. Yeah, codependency. Here we have new beginnings, beehives, grounds. Take your time. The Tree of Times, Hands of Fate. Look, y'all. Y'all are trees. Allow yourself to grow. Allow things to come to you naturally. Like I said earlier, don't worry so much on how you're going to get there, because it's the journey that counts, okay? Allow yourself to grow like a tree, because you have fruits that need to be bared. Because like I said, you guys are activators, and y'all can activate and help people out in their lives. Like, y'all really can. But you also need to take your time, because this type of spiritual path and journey is going to take a while. But just know that hands of fate with new beginnings, your luck is changing, okay? Here with beehives, it says, think as if you were a collective, okay? And not only that, but we have grounds here. So grounds talks about how you need to ground yourself, okay? Because like I said, you feel like you're all over the place and not really knowing where to go or how to get there. And Spirit is saying, your spiritual guide is saying, trust us, believe in us, we will help guide you. Yes, it might feel very burdensome and you might feel like you're carrying a weight on your back, but this weight is going to be lifted because your spiritual journey has yet to begin. I was about to say begun, but that's not right. Your spiritual journey has yet to begin, okay? So take your time with the journey. Don't think so much about it here with the Two of Wands, because the Two of Wands talks about looking deeper into the future and not, I feel like not really knowing where to go. And because you have the Ace of Cups here, to me, you have this overwhelming abundance of love and emotion to give out towards other people. And as such, it's like that. It's kind of like a helping hand, because I mean, it's kind of what this looks like here. It's like a helping hand. You need to not only cleanse other people, but you also need to cleanse yourself. So start taking some of the energy and give it towards yourself in general. So here's the Six of Wands. You're probably going to have some people that are going to be like, wait, we need you to stay here. We need you to do this, do that. And Spirit is saying, don't focus on the people that are trying to hold you back from who you truly are, okay? Because those types of people that are around you that act like that have no part to do with your life, okay? You're coming out of a tough cycle, okay? So please believe that. Please know that, okay? And here with codependency, I feel like the codependency, I don't feel like it's talking about you. I thought it was when I pulled the card, but now that I'm seeing the card and the energy and how it is going, I feel like codependency is talking about these people. These people are codependent on you. They're codependent on you helping, on you cleansing them, you activating their energy and helping them get to places while you don't benefit from it at all. Which I'm not saying it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's like these people are like spiritual leeches and you need to stay away from this type of people. So here with make the effort, it's like if you want to continue on the spiritual journey and the spiritual path, you need to make the effort towards it. You need to take the steps to get there, okay? Because you guys are really attractive people, okay? Or please believe that. And I know I heard somebody say, that's not me. Girl, y'all are attractive people. You know that. That's probably why y'all attract people that are codependent on you, because you help activate them while you're not really knowing how to activate yourself. And Spirit here is saying that worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Worth waiting for. Like, you might even have angel guides. This is only if y'all feel called to. Very specifically, I feel like one of your angel guides might be Raphael. No, I don't remember what he specifically does. So that's something that you might need to look into if you feel called to. Okay. Now what else is here? What else is here? Yeah, so I'm gonna mention beehives because I feel like this is also reversed too. So when it's reversed, beehives talks about having an enemy around you. And I feel like because you have codependent people on you, you might even have some people that purposely talk bad about you but then smile up in your face. Because you help benefit them, but you don't benefit off of them, if that makes sense. And I feel like Spirit is really trying to say that in order to better help activate your spiritual gift, your activation gift, and your cleansing abilities, to make the effort towards it, to know your own capabilities, to have trust and faith, and this is another thing, get more in touch with your spiritual guides, okay? So what you can do, and what I want y'all to do, if you feel called to, if you want to continue on this journey, is that before you go to sleep, or when you wake up in the morning, like, in your head shout, whoever my spiritual guides are, please make yourselves be known so that I may give my proper thanks, okay? Because I feel like you'll have some water and fire deities out there who are trying to make themselves be known because they really want you to continue on in this life and this journey, because they don't want to see you suffer. They want to see you rise. They don't want to see you continue to give off your energy to people who don't deserve it. because you might feel stressed about this because you're not sure like what path is right for you. And Spirit again wants me to point this card out that you need to ground yourself, okay? Okay, because y'all are activationers, okay? Y'all are cleansers, okay? So if you like this tarot reading, please leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe. If you feel called to, or if you even feeling generous, maybe even like send me something on my PayPal that helps me out, okay? Okay, y'all. And I will see you all in the next tarot reading. Bye, guys. Sending love and light your way. Bye.